a very warm congratulations to you and congratulations on the winning this award at this early age. And can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Shreyans Vasa. I'm a country manager and director for Suprema for SARC region. Suprema is basically a company, is a global leader in biometrics and security. We are there in almost 140 countries. Specifically, in my current role, we have a complete biometric terminals, access control end-to-end solutions, and we are operating in India for last almost 20 plus years. And first of all, thanking you. It's my complete pleasure to receive this honor, and I'm thanking entire BW team, BW security team, for this 40 under 40 award. And it's a really proud moment for me because at this particular age receiving such a honor from this organization makes a lot of impact for me as well as the place from where I belong. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. And now I'm going to ask you first my first question, and that is, what are the biggest security threats businesses face, and how can they address them?
Okay, see, nowadays businesses has evolved in a very different manner compared to what it was there in previous like 10, 15, 20 years before. So nowadays, most of the business have become digital, more prone to cyber attacks, more prone to the data privacy attacks. So the businesses have evolved because a lot of data are being used, a lot of data are being stored at different places. So I say that there's a complete change in the threats. Previously, the threats were more of a physical. We can see the threats, but nowadays threats are becoming more and more invisible, more digital in terms of nature. And challenge with these kind of threats, it is not easily detectable, right? In our day in day out life, physical threats can be still you can see, observe, you can restrict at the place, but this digital threats and new age threats are very difficult, very difficult to trace and very difficult to mitigate. It needs a completely different kind of approach in terms of security point of view.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, my next question would be, how has role of corporate security evolved with the rise of digital transformation?
Oh, nice. See, again, same kind of evolvement also seen in the corporate security role. What I have seen is security is no more just a field of guarding, or the security guards, or the just a physical barriers, turnstiles, or the physical security anymore, because physical security is now getting overlapped with the cyber security, logical security, data security, data privacy. So there are a lot of new angles added to the security, as well as the chief security officer's role. So that role is no more limited to only the the muscle power or the physical security. It has evolved to more of a muscle power to the mental game. So only muscle power will not work, and we need more a logical approach, a more risk mitigating approach, a more digital strategy in a security role. Right.
So my last question would be to you, that what are the some best practices for mitigating insider threats within an organization?
Insider threats.
Yeah.
Okay. See, insider threat is first of all, it's a very difficult subject altogether, because we can have a multiple external threats, and external threats we have the history of those threats, or we predict those threats, or but internal threats are something which is very difficult to predict in terms of nature. But of course there are mitigation policies or mitigation plans for that. One of, because I come from a biometrics field or access control field, I see is a certain policies which we can implement. One of them is a multi-factor authentication. Like typically, if we rely only on a single factor, there can be a breach into the security. But if we have a multi-factor authentication, we can restrict the human being at, or the intruder at particular place. Like it can be facial recognition along with, combined with a RFID, or facial recognition with a fingerprint. So it can be a 2-factor or 3-factor biometric authentication. It can also be combined with something which only person knows, or which, it can be a logical thing as well, like a password or a pin or something. But a combination of this thing can restrict the insider threat. There are other mitigation policies as well. We can also see a behavioral pattern. We can see a particular employee's pattern over a period of time. And with the evolvement of AI and certain tools, plus firewall and certain cyber security tools, we can design a solution in such a way that it can restrict as well. It can also predict the insider threat, because it takes a time for an insider to come to that level, right? So
Do you also believe there can be some compliances about that?
compliances, see, when you say compliances, of course, cyber security, because we are living in a cyber era, so so there are a lot of compliances to that. I see that there are certain ISO standards, ISO 27001, ISO 27701, GDPR, Global Data Protection Regulation. Then India has a DPDPA Act. So SOC 2. There are certain multiple industry standards depending on the facility.
I'm talking about insider threat.
Insider threat specifically, I am not aware of at this point of time. But if something is is there, I will definitely search on that. And I'll again share whenever when we meet again.
It's really cool. I was just asking for my curiosity.
I don't.
Okay, that's really cool. Thank you so much, sir. It was lovely interacting with you.